welcome back, everybody. So, as you can somewhat see, we're in a not a brand new truck, but I found this, second gen, Cummins here for, I think, closer to 18,000. Right now, we're trying to seed some, grass into, field 28. We're almost done. I'm gonna try to finish it, so I sold the old Ford to buy this truck, so probably should not be doing 81 down the road, but I am, so. And I did not. As you can somewhat tell, I did, since I used the 4020 so much in a lot of my series, decided to change it up, and I got rid of the 4020, and I got a 1206. Hope no one's too mad with that, but just figured, let's go with something different. So, this is the Cedar. We got a Case International 5100, and that's what we're using to seed in. Of course, it took off with the bottom. What else would FarmSim do? Pull up. But yeah, yeah. So we're gonna try to get this all seeded, because there's not much left. We are, so I do plan on, yes. Oh, it's gotta save. So I've had to do this because FarmSim has been liking to freeze and then kick me out. Oh my, 44 grand. Just, oh gosh. I don't really want to spend that much, but if I want to have enough hay, I'm going to have to. But, we don't have too terribly much more to do. So, yeah. Do you have some cattle now? I think I got 25 head of, Angus cattle. Oh, also, so today I put up a poll for the next series that I plan on doing. Now, this poll's gonna be up for all of this week. And by Saturday, whichever one has the most votes is what we're gonna do. Right now, it's looking like it's gonna be a dairy farm. So if we do a dairy farm, we're going to probably do like an 80s/90s dairy farm, because that's kind of what I have mods for. Definitely would be running this tractor, because I don't know why, but right now I've been in love with the 1066, and I don't know why. There's just something about it with me right now that I'm just in love with it. It's almost like the only tractor I want to use, but I'm hoping the next episode that I do record for this series is going to be in harvest, and I don't really think we're gonna call this, really, the first generation farm series anymore. I think we're going to call it more of a, like, the farmer's challenge. Basically, because I haven't really been playing it like a first generation farm series. I mean, the amount of stuff I've bought. So, I don't know, but I'm hoping it ain't gonna be too late. I might have to finish this tomorrow, but I really don't want to. We do have the other field, though, and that field shouldn't take too terribly long. But, so, I'm going to try to get this field finished, and I will see you all next time, and I'm hoping that's a light on the shed and not on the tractor. Yes, it is shed. That shed has lights. Okay, that's reassuring. I think it's shed, though. That should be. So, yeah, I'm gonna finish seeding this field here, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Alright, well, the hay's coming up, which is very nice. So this is the dirt pathway over to the cattle area. So we're going to drive on over there. Now, I know I did miss some spots. But here in a few years, whenever I have to reseed, we'll get them. So, let's check on cattle here. Might be best. Actually, I gotta go into this. Because I don't know why. Might be that one. I did buy 25. It doesn't look like it, though. They're good on hay for right now, but here's a 1206 that I bought. Not a bad looking tractor, I mean. Yes, I do like a good old 4020, but I use the 4020 too much, almost. So, I decided to go with something a little bit different. Alright. Okay, top seeder off. This should be all we need. I was able to do pretty much this whole field. You know, actually, let's go and get all of the spots that I missed in this field. By the time of next year, whenever it's time to start cutting hay and all that, all these spots should have been grown back. Sorry, I was trying to find my words there. That little spot I'm not going to worry about. But these bigger spots, let's definitely get. Because that's going to bother me, especially whenever I'm cutting it. I wonder if I could probably move like all the hay over here. Probably could. Probably once we're going to store the cedar over here. But I do think I could store all of my hay equipment over here. Just take a decent amount of stuff out of our shop. Because I really, for right now, don't plan to get much bigger than 25 head. Now, later on, we might, whenever we expand, because I do plan on expanding the herd. But for right now, 25 is all I'm willing to do. Now, okay, grab this spot. That's a decent sized spot, I'll grab it too. The only reason I'm doing this is it's gonna bother me whenever I'm cutting it. And yeah, I'm gonna fix it. Because, yeah, I'm one of those people, I don't like it. The weirdest things bother me, guys. So you gotta bear with me. And yes, I'm not perfect, I'm human, but yeah, we're gonna definitely get all these spots, because that was way, way too many. I'll just keep seeding. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'll probably put a, like, feed bin there at some point. Even though that is a little bit of ways. Well, we might go seed that. You know, from this being in wheat to now being in hay is going to be awesome. And we just no-tilled it because it should help the grass grow. Alright. Get this spot, and then I think we're going to be done. With this. Okay. We're not going to fertilize it, because if we fertilize it, we probably will kill it. So, it is September. Grab that. Okay. Now we're 100% done. So we're going to run over there to that field. So field 2. And go plant it in hay. Well, not plant, seed it. Seed it into hay, so. I do plan on getting a road that goes all the way back to there. It's just, right now, not really a big need. Ooh, I'm gonna need. What if that. You know, I'd have to look. But I wonder if that diesel in that diesel tank over there at the property, the cattle farm, is still good. What is even in this field? I think it's peas. No, potatoes. No, we're not, no. No, 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 and no. This is going into hay, guys. We're not doing potatoes. Alright. I draw the line there. I'm not this small of a field for potatoes, though. You'll probably make $500 off of it. I bet. $500 off of this. Pretty reasonable. Potatoes don't pay enough. But what do I know? I really don't know a lot about potatoes. Hoping I have enough fuel to finish this. And to get all the way back to the cattle farm. I think we're good on hay, but next year, if we do expand the herd a little, might buy a few older cows, probably 10 older cows, bring it up to 35 head. I think then we would have a pretty decent setup there for cattle. But having all that hay, because this will be our third hay field. So we got this smaller one, 28, so our big one, and then field 37, which is another smaller one. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have enough hay. This field's honestly a lot bigger than I thought. So I mean, but the more hay we get, the less I'm gonna have to be worried about feed. So, win-win. Now, if I had the money, I was hoping I could buy, Field 32, and we were going to put that in rye. But, as you can kind of see, we only have $21,000 to our name. And that's not going to be much. But soon, we'll actually have a decent amount of money. Because harvest is coming. I mean, it's September. October, we're going to be diving into some corn, hopefully. And we got a lot of corn. I'm hoping to pull probably $300,000 off of corn or more. And I'm hoping I can. But I'm not saying we will. That's just the hope. Is to be able to pull $300,000 for the first harvest on this series. If I could, that'd be really nice. Because I could pretty much pay back my loan. Honestly, how much do I have left to pay back on that loan? That's one thing I don't really know. Give it a sec. $240,000. Not bad. But if we're gonna try and get this all done, we're gonna have to figure out a good way. Just finish this section up. I was gonna use the John Deere 1590, but looking at the price, this one was $6,000. It's a lot more simple, and it was bigger too, so that's why we went with it. Because I know sometimes bigger ain't always better, but with the amount I have to seed into hay, and if we're gonna do more like wheat and all that, I'm gonna have to figure some stuff out. Now, okay, I gotta get on track. Okay, that is awesome. Oats wouldn't be another bad one. Because you do oats, harvest it in July, August, cultivate it, then put wheat down. So you can get 2 crops off of one field. But wheat takes pretty much a whole year to fully grow. But it does bring some good cash. Okay, we just got that section. Thought I split it in half pretty well, but I guess I didn't. Alright. Just pull in here. But I mean, you know, these the potatoes might actually help out a decent amount for like a just like cover for the grass seed, because I definitely know we're not putting the grass seed pretty deep. Probably maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe even half. I don't really know. Normally how we reseed hay fields on our farm, whenever the type of fertilizer we get has like a grass seed mixed in with it. So that's what we use. So we'll disc it up, go over it with a fertilizer buggy, and then go back over it with a disc. Now, you can't do it like that on Farm Sim. I wish you could, because that would be really nice if you could. Because basically, yes, it would just add one more little realism thing, but who cares? I mean, it gives you another option to put grass in the ground. I think you could, yeah, you can do it with oats. It just has to be like a very fine seed. Alright, okay, yeah, the entrance is over here. So, I gotta go do something real quick. I gotta go check on something over at the shop. But I'll see you all once we get all the way over to the cattle farm. Alright. We're hauling the rake over to the cattle farm because just trying to get it to where all my hay stuff is over at the cattle farm. I do plan on at some point getting an actual shed, so I can pretty much like a pole barn of some sort where I could store all of my haying equipment, maybe even one of the tractors. Now, the one I'm looking at is like, I think, 35 grand, though. That's what that field's gonna pay for. I'm just hoping that our investment into cattle is gonna be good, because I know it's gonna take a while to get to where we're making money with cattle, but once we start making money with cattle, we're gonna be sitting pretty good. Because we're moving pretty fast. Should I get a pressure washer for over here? Or just like a hydrant or something, so I can wash this tractor off? Poor tractor. I've already got the 313 disc barn, I think. I think it's a disc barn. But yeah, that's where we park Cedar so far. Alright. Just back up the K brand rake here. Alright. Alright, so shut that off. I'm pretty sure I still have the shed installed once it loads. I don't know why, but this likes to take forever to load. And as I'm saying that, there it goes. That's probably the quickest it's ever loaded for me. Just gotta find the right shed. Did I pass it? No, that ain't it. 45,000. But wouldn't that just be perfect? You know. Should I... Okay, guys. Should I just take out a loan so I can get that? Because that really does make the hay farm look a lot better. So we need 45,000 more dollars. So... Okay, you know what? Might as well just make a $300,000 loan, so. I like even numbers, guys. So, build that. Ooh, I do not like the fact. Okay, and we're gonna kind of like make this area look a little bit messier. So I don't like how it looks. If a series is gonna last, guys, it depends on how good the farm looks for me. You can call me weird. It won't really hurt my feelings, so. But a farm has to look really good for it to stay a series for me. And I do not know why. So, okay. Just do a little bit in there. I know I'm spending money, but if it's gonna make this farm look better, well, this area over here look better, we're gonna have to make it look decent. And then do this, a little bit of this. Then a little bit of this. Why does this eat money? Just shouldn't be too much longer then. So we're gonna finish getting, well, this done. Because I think this will make the cattle farm have just that little bit more character. And alright, there. We might actually have the money to do something. This is me. I kind of want to have a fenced off hayfield. Terrain too steep, my butt. There. Now, just add a fence. This is going to be another 30-minute episode. Yay. That's going to be a fun edit. And there is pretty... Okay. More money I gotta spend. And more money I gotta take out. Just so this property will look halfway decent. Why am I so particular? Especially with this stuff. This is like the weirdest stuff that I am so particular in. Still not enough money. Zoom all the way back over here. And let's hope that now I actually have the right amount of money. And boop. Yay, I do. Man, that only took about half of my money. And some. Just for good measure. But I'm going to get to organizing the farm, everybody. I'll see you all next time. Bye. Peace.